Leigh Griffiths. We'll be coming down the road. When we hear the noise of the Taunton Army boys, we'll be coming down the road. Oh, Slaney's on a tender. Oh, he's messing on your sister. Oh, he's gonna get his end away. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Oh, Slaney's on a tender. Oh, he's messaging your sister. Oh, yeah.
Good mate, sit down. Oh, why you're so tired? You're doing all that work on that stage and then you're going home and doing what you did in the bedroom all night.
I know, I need to stop.
You need to give that a break, mate. Eh?
Because it's a different one every night, so I need to keep myself right for it all.
Griff, what's happening, mate? How you doing?
Right, good.
You're looking great.
Thanks, mate. I've been working out in the gym, so it's
Been working hard?
Trying it anyway.
I don't know if it's just because you're sitting next to Kevin, you look so slim, but...
Yeah, I fucking make you look great today. And even,
good shape.
you might aim your hair than me right enough.
I'm going to say that's why I got the hat on today.
Well, the other pupils not here, Andy Halliday, young Christian Daly, he's training. Ain't he, mate? He's a young... I just noticed it the other night, he's a young Christian Daly, mate. He even plays like him as well, didn't he?
Daly's better.
Christian Daly better, right? Okay.
Better be fucking Arthur Daly.
What is the biggest... This is it, innit?
Biggest day.
Wow.
Hey, what a day for it, eh?
I think it's genuinely I think I said it yesterday, the biggest game since I've been born.
Aye?
Innit? If you wait, certainly international.
Bigger than your 15 minutes in Europe?
No.
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 But in terms of Scotland, wise, definitely.
Oh, aye.
Yeah.
Buzzing for it, Griff?
Aye. It's anticipated as well. Everybody's looking forward to it. You know, you've seen all the videos yesterday with Scotland fans in Wembley, so I think
Looks wild, doesn't it?
Oh, it looks
I
nuts,
know.
doesn't it?
Well, that's the
Absolute
Tartan Army. Paul, what are the Farting Army doing? The one that your dad started up with Steve Bruce?
They're going absolutely wild right here.
Just farting?
Just farting constantly on each other and all loving it.
Supposedly Steve Bruce is taking the Farting Army down to Trafalgar Square and he's just going to sit and
Embrace it.
take it on.
Soak it in.
Embrace it all, innit?
Man who scored 2 famous free kicks. Remember that day, Griff? It was your boy's birthday as well, wasn't it?
Wee boy's birthday, yeah. It was a day like this, to be fair.
Beautiful.
Have you done the gloves now?
Oh, well done, Paul. Why don't you do it since you're on the ball? I say it days
No,
in, mate,
so
and
you're
it
good
beats
at it.
Friday. No, you go, say it.
I'm not good at it, honestly.
Well, in partnership with Grosvenor Sport, when you bet £10 on a home nations match, you get £30 in free bets.
Brilliant.
What an offer that is.
Oh,
That's the offer of the tournament, that.
It is decent. Very, very decent side. 3-1.
In fact, before we go to Griff, I want to say to you, where we use when he lines up for the 2 free kicks.
My sister and dad were at the game.
What?
My dad's sister were at the game.
They had to share a seat, is that right?
Sitting on his knee.
It's a day pluck, honestly. I come on here every day, I think I'm cool, and just get brought back.
You are cool,
they were
mate.
at the game. I can't remember, I think it was Jamesy actually sorted me the tickets. So I gave they to it and then
There's a name drop already, 5 minutes in, right? James, you sorted it.
Brilliant.
And me, my ma and brother, I think watched it in the house, but that's what I said, just that's one of my favourite games ever, and then obviously the goal at the end. It was so weird because it was the biggest feeling ever in a game of football, and then it then became the worst feeling when England scored right at the end. So hopefully that's time of the night.
So wait, can I ask you, why have you got 2 titles? Why did the dad and the sister go and you sat in the house?
Put them first.
What a guy
Man
he
of
is,
the
eh?
people.
Yeah.
Man of the people,
Nice,
isn't
innit?
Eh.
They deserve it, mate. Do you know what I
Seen
mean?
a different side to you this Euros, mate.
I've done it.
You've done it. What about you, Ken?
You
Mate,
said
you know
the
what?
Champions League music.
I remember I was in the house watching it, right? And I think I went through to the kitchen to get something. I went back, at the time I went through and got what I got, I come back through and I thought they were showing it the replay of the first goal the second time round.
Yeah.
I was looking at it thinking, wait a minute,
Where did you
we're
go for a shite?
No, obviously I went to the kitchen side, so it takes a wee time
Oh,
when I'm in
yeah.
the kitchen, you know. So I was thinking, we're actually 2-1 up, what's happened? Because obviously 2 free kicks weren't identical in terms of they were both the same side, different side, but when you see a ball going over the wall just quickly you think, oh, that's some goal, but I was like, shit man, we're 2-1 up, what's happened?
Yeah.
And then in the space of 5 minutes for 2-2 and I'm like,
Was it true you were all cheering to and then Lynn was like just criticising the goalie's positioning? You know, his
Lynn's-
missing the
aye.
keeper.
That's it, aye. Lynn was, she was,
Quite
obviously,
critical of Joe Hart,
very
wasn't she?
critical.
Gary Neville was fucking critical
Mate.
of him as well.
I know.
I know, but was it Gary Neville or Martin Tyler that nearly shot the load when you scored? Who made that big?
I think it was Neville.
Neville,
Neville.
wasn't
I think it was Neville. And then Neville said it was the best atmosphere he's ever heard.
I know, but Neville said, like you said, Neville said that, oh, I think Joe Hart could be better. And I was thinking, why don't you give Leigh Griffiths credit for shooting for 25 yards at each corner?
Right, so talk us through it, Griff. The first one, what happens? Who gets fouled? Can you remember?
Phil, I think it was Ryan Fraser got volleyed in the chest for Gary Cahill, and Gary Cahill rolled about as if he got shot.
Yeah.
That's right.
And I picked up, I was tired. And I picked up, I was like, I think it was Stu Armstrong sitting there.
You were tired, mate, it was only 5 minutes into the game. How many minutes in was it? What was it?
86.
86, right.
To be fair, I'm surprised I played that long, to be fair. Stu was standing next to me and he's like, do you think? I was like, I'm hitting this. I was like, the sun's in my eyes, I can't really see it. As long as I get over the wall, I've got a chance.
So wait, the sun, you couldn't even see the goal?
I couldn't see, no, I had to stand like that.
Fuck. Technique in it, that.
And I've hit it, and I think, as the replays show you, I'm away celebrating already.
I know.
Thinking it's already in. If he pulls off a save, I look like a right dick, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I obviously get the second free kick and Stu said, I fancy this one, I don't even think about it. I was like, I just scored.
Well, no.
Were you
Armstrong was going to take the second free
I
kick
said
off
to
you.
him, I said to
thought he
him,
was clever.
Yeah.
Armstrong was clever.
Did Big Charlie
Very
know?
stupid, Stuart. Very stupid.
Simon,
Stuart.
did Big Charlie know say the other night that he was going to come and try and take the second one?
Big Charlie said that he was close to taking it as well.
I can tell stand on the halfway line.
If Charlie took the 2 free kicks, mate, we were getting beat 2-0 in that game, weren't we?
He's standing on the halfway line and Stu's like, I fancy this one. I was like, man, I've just scored. I was like, don't even think about it. I said to him, I was like, if I get it over his, like, round the side of the wall, I was like, it goes in. I was like, because it's too far across to his other side. Sure enough, I think I put it between Harry Kane and Chris Smalling.
See before you
Between them, their heads are massive.
Who's?
Harry Kane and Chris Smalling.
Did you think of Gary Connor and Derek Radden telling you, just smoke it, wee man? What was it? Was it a bend or was it a slap? That slap thing you did?
Nah, I bent it.
Bent it?
By the way, I still, to this day, can't believe Gary O'Connor said he taught me how to finish.
That's on an interview. He was like that to me. You know, Leigh Griffiths isn't a great finisher until I got a hold of him, eh? What a hero, Gary O'Connor, man.
Is that not true, no?
No. To be fair, he's one of the best finishers I've seen. He could slap it.
Yeah.
And you couldn't get near the ball, he'd put it right in the corner as well. Slap.
Yeah.
Couldn't move, like, but he could.
Do you practice free kicks?
No.
Did you not?
You
Not
slap
that
it as well, but it's arses you slap.
We just heard a brilliant behind this guy. I was a cracker actually, that wee slap arse there. See, it was your boy's birthday, wasn't it, that day?
Yeah.
And how special is that to
Oh,
score
I
2
know.
goals?
What a memory.
Did he say it to you before the game? Just make something up, just say he said you're going to score 2 the day,
I
Dad.
don't even think he knew. Don't even think he knew I was playing.
Did he know that? Did you know you were playing?
I knew the morning of the game, I knew, yeah. Because we done like shape. You know, like with Strachan, he used to do like shape in the morning.
Yeah.
With at Mar Hall. Boys kitted out in training gear. Got England at 3 o'clock, we were up at Mar Hall fucking day.
So you trained the day of the game?
No train, but we went up and done
Done
like,
set pieces and
Oh,
that?
you've done that before, surely.
How do you like that? I didn't like
No,
that.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You just want to be in your hotel room, chilled, relaxed, waiting, and then you say, come on, we'll pretend to do set plays.
Aye.
In the morning of the game.
Lenny used to do that all the
It's a
time.
walk as well. Aye, apparently he used to do it
Champions League
at Barrowfield, eh?
Barrowfield Champions League nights, Lenny used to have you out in the
Didn't like that, do
doing
you?
set pieces and stuff, but I was always wanting to date because I was in the squad but never ever obviously got to be part of the.
I remember we used to play nighttime games with Celtic, and we used to stay in the quarter the night before, and we used to go walk to Strathclyde Park. We were on a dial.
You what?
We used to go walk to Strathclyde Park. We used to get a bus for the quarter to Strathclyde Park.
Why?
Park it, walk 10 minutes one way, then just walk 10 minutes back, and that way jump on the bus back. After
Yeah,
lunch.
honestly.
I didn't get that at all, do you?
Nah. Maybe go to the gym or something, go on the bike or a wee spin, like just to get the legs. I don't know.
Just go for a walk about the hotel.
That stinks of our manager's anxiety, isn't it? He's obviously got itchy feet and wants to get out the hotel, so he just takes everybody with him. That's why he lasted so long he did.
Right, come on, if we've got a chance tonight, we're going to do it, innit?
I think 1-0.
1-0, McGinn, late on.
I'm going to put that on 1-0 McGinn with Grosvenor Sport.
Aye, yeah, we're Grosvenor Sport, right?
I think they're too confident. We're
100%.
not expected to go down again, and so I think the longer we can keep it at 0-0, I think we've always got a
We're
chance.
better the underdog, aren't we?
Yeah.
I think we need to, like, we can't get into away too early. We've got to stay in the game for as long as we can, and I think we will get an opportunity, and hopefully for all the ones we squandered the other day, we could maybe just take one. Because I think if we took a chance tonight and maybe got we got a lead, then that's the best scenario. England be under some sort of pressure that they've never felt before, because, you know what I mean, they've won their first game, but they've got to get something else out of the next 2 games for them to qualify. If we go and beat England at Wembley, you just don't know, but I think just we've got to keep ourselves in the game as long as possible.
It's just so disrespectful, mate. I even heard Ferdinand last night going, we'll win easily, right? That's fine. But then he starts laughing, goes, no, we will win easily. And I was just like, mate, just shut up, go on.
Come on, lads, right, here's what I'm going to say, right?
Come on, Si.
We done the thing, the tactics board the other day. Charlie was the gaffer, he was the blind assistant.
Did you see that?
Just, the blind assistant had a bogey, obviously couldn't see that he had a bogey, and he ended up pulling it out, so Now Charlie's been sacked, mate. You're in temp charge for this England game. You're addressing the boys, you're addressing the nation now. What are you saying?
Well, Simon,
Going into this game.
Simon, I'm going to put Big Kev on the spot here because he's one of the
He's
guys.
now your assistant.
He's my assistant. What's he? What can we call him?
So you're letting him do the speech?
So Big Kev's one of the most inspired. Like, he's brilliant in these speeches. He gives every night in the changing room, doesn't he?
Yeah, before we go out,
Oh,
brilliant,
Kev,
isn't it?
everything you've been through, your ups and your downs, let the nation know.
Address the nation.
Address the nation.
He's going to undress the nation later, so you address him now.
He's good, isn't he?
Just for me personally.
Oh, come on, mate. Is that how you're inspiring me?
Wait a minute,
Just
wait a minute. I'm not
just
even gonna
fucking
start.
come on, yes!
That's shite. Nobody listens to that attitude.
Sit in, play it tight, keep it tight. We'll hit them on the counter, play for set pieces.
Sorry.
Get the ball to Big Hanley.
And I see when people have been down in the dumps before, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
What the fuck is that?
Why would you
Imagine
in the
somebody
dump?
saying that to you.
Oh my god. Right, let's just cut that bit.
No.
But anyway,
Come
Right.
on, lads, you can lift a full nation, you can make.
Wow.
mate,
play
5
Braveheart before you
million,
walk out.
5 million people tonight, right? And you're one of 11 people on that park to make a difference. Bring 5 million people joy that they've never ever seen. Hear the bragging rights for many, many years to come. See the night, it's the night. The biggest night of your life.
There's only one Kevin Kale! One Kevin Kale! There's only one Kevin Kale! Stevie Clark, get that on in the dressing room.
That was superb.
That's brilliant, 5 million people, you're one of 11, I like that.
Boys, think about the players, they've got their
still
kids.
going?
Oh,
They-
no,
they-
don't
they-
ruin it,
aye.
don't
No,
ruin
no,
it,
we
because
keep
you're
going,
making
we keep
it.
going. We're in the
He's
moment.
gone. Leave
We're in
him.
the moment.
He's done it.
We're in the moment. Just think, be that guy tonight, gets home to their kid and say, I was the guy, son, that scored the winner against England tonight. The pride. How are you
Shite.
going to be feeling?
Should have kept it.
Aye, get that. Make sure
Should
you
I-
cut that out.
Should have left it, man.
Aye. Why am I
he's-
going red?
We'll ask him about Stevie Clark. How will you approach this game, Griff? You've worked under him with the Balenciagas on. Is that true?
Copas.
Is it?
Balenciagas are Copas tonight, would you think?
I'd go Copas.
Would you?
Yeah.
But if it's a wet pitch, might go Balenciaga heel now.
As long as it's got studs on. If it's wet pitch, you go studs.
Go studs,
Balenciaga
right.
Studs, yeah.
Think he's
Nah,
got
I think-
Balenciaga heels with maybe some rubbers at the front?
Why doesn't he put studs in his Balenciagas?
Aye.
Aye.
I think that's what we need on the side.
I think he'll go defensive.
So what you saying, like a
Like
3-5-4-1
5-4-1 maybe.
right?
Yep.
And try and play like how we played on Monday, because I didn't think we were actually that bad on Monday.
Yep.
Lost a couple of poor goals, but the way we played, the chances we created, as long as we take one aim. If we take a chance early doors and score, it's like we put them on the back foot and then we just camp in.
Team news.
Is that in?
Decky Gallagher up front on his own. Hanley in the hole.
Yeah.
Craig Gordon centre half. Marsh in goals.
There's Halliday.
That's how defensive we're going.
Stiff Corey the team in it.
Is there anybody you would
Good
like?
spine, innit?
Is there anybody you would like to see come in from the second
Good
game
question,
other than
Kevin.
the first game?
Shea Adams, yeah.
Shea Adams. I think he's a certainty. Yeah.
The second half he produced a spark. Jamesy, I'd like to see him play.
Yeah.
Cal.
Tierney's coming in.
So you just want
KT will
Celtic
play.
team in.
You're looking for the boys, that.
Would it worry you though, like Che Adams, his dad Tony, could he be in his ear?
He might be one you need to
He might be doing that to him. Remember?
That was horrendous. The best video ever.
It's so good. What the fuck is he possibly saying?
Remember they put Michael Jackson film on him?
He does that, doesn't he? Bad Tony, man.
I think he
look.
lasted about a week after that, didn't he?
I know. He got sacked.
No, listen, I think with the team, I think you've got to go with the free at the back if Tierney's in, haven't you? Is Tierney, how is
Tierney's back, mate.
Tierney's back, fully
Tierney's
fit.
fit.
What a lift.
that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
doesn't
No,
it?
just in terms of playing, but mentality, mate.
Yeah.
He's got the elite mentality, isn't he? Was he? Obviously, I never played him at Celtic. Is he?
Aye,
Is he an animal?
no, he's not like against. You want him in your team. Like he trains the way he plays. Simple as that.
Yeah.
And he's one of these guys that if he's in your team, you're absolutely buzzing because he doesn't shirk at the challenges, gets forward, bundle energy, brilliant around the place as well. He's top level.
Mate, I know Gordon Strachan does good team talk. How did he prepare you for that England game? Did he say anything different?
No, I remember we're doing the obviously videos leading up to the game, and then he cut it short. I think most of the boys obviously watch Match of the Day and stuff like that and watch the Premiership every week. He's like, There's no point in showing you this. He's like, you know all of them, you know their strengths, you know their weaknesses. What's the point? Go for dinner.
Love that, mate.
It's unbelievable.
So instead of watching the Falkirk, you just went, lads, turn that off.
But aye, because like you say, you watch them every week. You know what, like, their forward players, what they do, defensively. We know how they're going to set up. It's just like, there's no point in showing you this. You know exactly what they're going to do.
And then what about in the dressing room before you went out? Do you remember now? Was there no much?
Similar to what Kev just said there. Like, look, he's like, the whole nation out there are going to be backing you. He's like, you're one of 11 players that have got to be stepping on the pitch. Just make sure you don't leave anything behind.
He used to always say, I always remember in the Celtic games, in European games, Rangers games, he'd always say fortune. He always used to shout, fortune favours the brave.
Oh, I love that.
It's good, that, isn't it? So be brave, get on the ball, be brave.
I remember when we played for Scotland against the Faroe Islands, the infamous game, and Bertie Vogt's inspirational speech was a big picture of Portugal up in the fucking changing room window. That's where we're going this time next year, and you're like, fucking hell, I'm on holiday.
Do you think you can actually overdate though? Like build it up too much?
Yeah.
There's some, see with an inspirational speech, it's always off the cuff, and see if you think about something like that to try and gear them up, you can see that it's false. See somebody that's just natural at doing it, and it comes out, you think, holy shit. We played Germany under 21s once, and we had to beat them to qualify for like the playoff type thing to get into Euros under 21 level. And Gary Caldwell was the captain, and Rainer Bonhoff just says, look, I'm German, yous are Scottish, yous decide what you do tonight. And then Gary Caldwell says, Gaffer, I'll take over. I just played I think he played like something off the Braveheart speech or something. And we were fucking good at there, like men possessed, because it made us feel like we're Scottish, we've got this. And that's how we've got to feel tonight. We've just got to go out there and think, for 90 minutes, don't come off that part with any regrets and think, oh, I wish I'd done this a bit better, I wish I had maybe went that extra yard. Just go the extra yard and see what happens. Nobody's going to forgive you. Nobody's going to get you out of trouble if you haven't. What I'm trying to say is, nobody's going to get you out of trouble for no trying. You know what I mean? Just make sure you try.
Do you know say guys called us started stabbing people with stabbers though?
Gary Cole was actually a great big guy.
Need a speech. I think
no.
Obviously the boys are obviously on social media. They'll see all the videos of the fans going to London. Most of them aren't even got to the game. And that's like, I think that's the best thing you can get. It's fucking 15,000 fans travelling down to a game that they can't even watch. They just got watching on a telly on a big screen somewhere.
Stratton has he ever said this to you? He used to say this to the Celtic boys as well. He used to love this. He said, people kid on they want to be used, but if you offered them to come in your position now, they wouldn't do it. They've not got the balls to do it. Use our 11 brave guys who are willing to go out there and do it. I used to love him saying stuff like that.
But it is brave.
His speeches were good, mate.
That time when we played England, I think obviously we had leaders. We had Bruni, Charlie, Big Craig. Like these are leaders at their club level. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Would they speak, Griff? Not in the changing room?
Bruni would.
Would he?
Yeah. Obviously, captain. He's.
Lee, I'll go back to your. Obviously, you're starting against England, right? So similar situation to now. You've got yourself all prepared. You know you're playing. Did you go in the park along with the rest of the boys having any doubts, or did you genuinely believe that we could get something here today?
No. The way we were playing with Scotland, we knew that if we turned up and played well, we would get something in the game, 100%.
Because I always think that every England team that goes to a Euros, that goes to a World Cup, they're always laden with world-class players and unbelievable potential, young guys, whatever, but they never quite hit the heights. So I always think that, do teams just see England as, oh, you think you're something, but we can show that you aren't?
No, don't get me wrong, like, they're a good team, they've got a lot of world-class individuals, but I think they get labelled.
It's not their fault, because it's media.
It's not the players' fault at all. It's like they get labelled like, you know, like the song "It's Coming Home." Yeah. And it's like now, because they got to a semi-final of the World Cup, they think, right, every time a major tournament comes up, we're going to win it. And you just need to look at the other teams that are up against. You've got Belgium, France, Holland, teams like that.
Roy Keane was brilliant the other night. Did you hear what he said? He says the only person in that tournament that actually believes that they're going to win is Ronaldo. He says Ronaldo's the one that he'll be in every game thinking we're going to win this tournament. That's why they won it last time. He's the elite, isn't he? But I think France have got that as well. Guys like Kante, Pogba, they'll believe that they can win it as well. I don't think England have got they players like a Ronaldo or
there's a wee bit of fear in there.
A bit of doubt. Yeah. Ronaldo doesn't hate that, does he?
No.
He doesn't doubt anything. Who were you up against that day? Who was your two? Was you Cahill and
Gary Cahill and Chris Smalling?
Oh, that's meat and drink for you, mate.
A couple of giants. I remember Strachan shouting to me at it was like half an hour in the game. It's like, "Nee, come and help us." Yeah. I need to be like, I was like 35 yards away from our goal. We were just camped in. Fucking ball got launched up. I just had to run, chase it back, 35 yards in.
Wow. So what was there a good bit of that game that you never really got a lot of touches of the ball?
No, I didn't. I hardly touched the ball at all.
You can relate to that, Paul.
I was just,
Aye.
I was just trying
Love that.
to stretch it.
My favourite game, that.
Hide and seek champion.
Did you? How was your dad when Griff scored?
Mate, gone wild. They said it was. Mate, my master was greeting.
Was she?
When they scored right at the end, she was in tears. But that's how emotional it was, mate, wasn't it? See, after a few weeks, it went absolutely. Mate, you were a global superstar, wasn't it?
He was.
How did you deal with all that? Just chilled it.
I just rubbed it off. I scored. Everybody's like, "Oh, you scored 2 free kicks against England, blah blah blah." I'm like, "I never won a game."
I know.
That's the disappointing thing for me.
How raging were you? But because see when you score and you want to score the winner, I think you're raging.
I would
the
have
rest
been
of the
brilliant,
team.
but everybody blames Stu, and I'm thinking, why are you blaming Stu? Like they could have kicked the ball anywhere, but he tried to play it against me, and I blown at my arse, and I was up against Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
I should take the ball back.
What about what did Strachan say after a game?
No, and I just said that. Listen, that's football. You go for one extreme to the other. You go one height or like very very low. He's like realistically, nobody gives you a chance apart from the boys in the dressing room. So you can hold your heads up high. And at the time, we still had a chance to qualify. We had to beat. And we had to win our next 3 games. We obviously won 2 and then drew in Slovenia.
That's right.
Drew Slovenia 2-2, which killed us because we absolutely battered them and lost 2 stupid goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seeing the feeling in the changing room, was it?
I was like, we just got beat.
Was it?
Yeah, horrible. Because
It's
it was
incredible
that late in the game.
Yeah. Well, so see the Cause I'm trying to think at the time. See that Scotland team that we had and the England team. What like, level of expectations at us to beat? I think we're closer to England now with the terms of the players that we've got and the level that they're playing at. Would you say that?
Aye, because at the time we didn't have a lot of players playing in the Prem.
Yeah.
But now, obviously, you see we've got Robbo, McGinn, KT, Fraser,
McTominay. Yeah.
big players at the club.
I
Stu.
know.
Big players
But
at
is
the club.
England no better now though?
I don't know. I don't think England are better now, mate. See when you individually, like I know Phillips and that's done well, but like you think of Rice, Phillips, they had was it Henderson in that playing?
It's another front three, like Kane,
They're all good individual players, and they're all like apart from maybe Harry Kane, a few others that are consistent week in week out over the course of 2-3 seasons. We talk about Foden, the ability he has. He's just come into the team this year and starting to find his way. Mason Mount, this is probably only his first full season. Would that be right?
Chelsea, I remember 2 seasons.
Aye,
Two
so
seasons, yeah.
then you've got guys like Calvin Phillips come up from Leeds. That's his first time in the Premiership. So in terms of caps and how many times they've performed for England on the big stage, they haven't.
Yeah.
So it's a new experience for them just as it is for us. So for me, world class players, but we've got fucking Super John McGinn.
Come on, Scotland, come on, the boys. Because we need you in the last 16 to get this place jumping. Because the Scotland games in here are unbelievable,
It's
aren't
the
they?
best. It is the best feeling in the world, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what the best thing about the Czech was? Obviously got beat, there wasn't any great things, but the crowd were quiet. But see after it, the hour or two after the Czech game, this place was unbelievable, wasn't it?
Chance to make yourself heroes as well, You'll be remembered forever if you go and beat England today.
100%.
Aye.
And it is, isn't it?
And it sets
It's
us
all
up for last
nothing
game.
today, innit?
It is.
Are you allowed in the dressing room, Griff? Nah, do you just keep yourself?
I keep myself. I don't think, because it's a UEFA game. If it was SFA, then I might go invited in. But
No, but I mean, when you're playing in games, what you like in the dressing room before a big game like this? Are you quiet? What do you go through things in your head, or do you just?
Nah, I'm just chilled. I think obviously the music's playing, boys are getting the bits and pieces done. You just just sit and try and analyse what you're going to do in the game. It never goes to plan. Never ever goes to plan.
Seeing that in that Scotland team, who is the big characters in the squad now?
Squad now. You'll have KT, McGinn will be chirpy. Cal likes a bit, Dave Turnbull likes a bit. I'm thinking boys that I've played with at club level as well. But obviously going back to when we played against them last time, you had Bruni, Charlie, they were the main characters. They'll be a main character anywhere. So
I think they can do it, mate.
Does Armstrong read like the Financial Times and the Guardian in it?
I just
He just sits with a coffee in the
probably
dressing
reading
room.
that this morning.
Him and Mackay Stevens. What was that argument, Charlie? It was the poshest argument of all time.
Oh yeah.
You freaking soaked me, Stu. Amazing. Mate, he's not just scored the free kick, he's also been part of another massive night for Scotland. Penalty in Serbia.
I know.
Never in doubt, young man, was that stepping up there?
I don't know about that.
Was the heart going?
Yeah,
Was it?
Arse was going like a rabbit's nose.
Oh my God, man.
Swear.
Don't tell us that.
We had practice of penalties 3 days leading up to the game, so everybody got a penalty in training. I missed 3 of them on the bounce.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then I got shit with 2 minutes to go, saying you're going on. I'm like, he's like, realistically, you're going on and take a penalty, but if you get a chance before that, like, obviously put it away. And I whispered to him just before I went, I'm like, I've missed my last 3 in training.
Did you say that to him?
Yeah.
And what did he say? Fuck it. Imagine, fuck it.
Just put it where you normally put it.
Mate, it was some
See?
pain though.
Ah.
So can I see when you're walking up to the pen and be totally honest,
Yeah.
is it going through your head, I've missed my last 3 in training?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm thinking,
wow,
wow.
mate, that's torture,
But then
that.
I was thinking, as soon as I got close to the box, I was thinking, right, just put your foot through it, don't let the boys down.
Did you, mate? Aye.
Yeah.
See that there?
And I hit it as hard as- literally
That's the
hit it
difference
hard as
between
I
him and us.
Aye.
You see me, if I'm missing, I'm going up there like Tony Adams doing that dance.
No, you're-
My legs are all over
Are
the
you
place,
getting
mate.
up? I'm telling him I'm injured before the game. I don't even get the chance to do it.
That just shows you the like. That's a great insight to how footballers operate. Everybody thinks, oh, aye, he's fine. Like I was watching you step up and I'm thinking, Leigh Griffiths,
He's
technically,
leaving,
he can strike the ball high, low, hard, wherever he wants. He's got a great left foot. This is, but to him to say what he's saying, I mean, I scored, I think it was like 8 penalties on the bounce, but every single penalty I went up to playing at club level, I was fucking, like, my heart felt like it wanted to come out of my chest. And I'm like, oh, just put it where you put it.
think just because it's a massive game, obviously, the whole
Oh,
nation's watching you. And you're thinking, like, I wasn't bothered about the nation, I was worried about the boys behind me.
aye.
I was thinking, please just didn't let these guys down. Like, they've blood, sweat, tears, the whole 120 minutes. And we've got to this point, it's like, I kind of got brought on for 2 minutes,
Aye.
take a penalty and miss it.
And you were the first, weren't you?
I was first, I got my balls put in the changing room, man.
So see how you're first, do you put your hand up for first or does Steve Clark say Griff first?
I wanted to go 5th, I wanted to go last.
What's all the glory, didn't he? I love that bit.
No. I wanted to go last and they said, no, Kenny will take the 5th penalty, he took it against Israel.
Good
so
penalty taker,
very,
Kenny
very
McLean,
good.
isn't he?
And I was like, right, I'll go 3rd, and then Cal took 3rd. It was either 2nd or 1st. I was like, fuck, I'll just go 1st. Fuck it.
But I think him going first and scoring sets the tone for the rest of them because they're looking at him thinking, he'll get us underway.
Yeah.
And you have done.
I lost my last penalty shoot against Rangers at Hampden. We got beaten that one. And I was thinking,
Was that semi-final?
Semi-final,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was thinking, please, just didn't get beat this one.
Yeah.
And then we won 2 in the bounce. I won 2 in the bounce.
So what was a better feeling, be honest, the free kicks going in or when Marsh saved that penalty and you know you've qualified? Say the free kicks, mate, didn't I?
No, Marsh probably.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. But it was weird because when you see the replay, Marsh, obviously we didn't notice it at the time, but as soon as he saves it, we start running. But
He's
the
checking.
ref's still standing there checking to see if he's moved off his line. And we're all at 18-yard box thinking, right, we're all through.
Imagine you
And
had
if
to
the,
run
ref,
back.
if the ref turned around and said, no, he's off his line, we're all fucking walking back. Fuck.
Was it just, is that one of the best
carnage.
moments of your
Yeah,
career?
it was brilliant, yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I've never seen you involved in the boogie stuff.
The what?
Never
I
seen
was
you.
there.
Were you?
Yeah. I didn't know the words at the time. I know the words
Do you know
now.
it now? Are you ready yet? I say yes sir, I can boogie, but I need a certain song. I can boogie, all night long. Yes sir, I can boogie, but I need a certain song. I can boogie, all night long. We're going to do it, I think, lads. I can feel it, man. I can feel it.
Man.
Mate, it's going to be unreal.
Start of the Euros, Paul Slim. There you go.
I've been some performance in it.
I want to ask you because I've got you. I've had a few comments on Instagram, Twitter, saying that you're talking all the nonsense with Bale. He's a right winger. What I'm saying is, just to get out there, for Wales, he's played as a lone striker in the Euros. I like him as a lone striker, Gareth Bale. I'm saying Gareth Bale at his peak, and if he could be arsed, for me, he's a better player than Harry Kane.
No, I'm going to say on that, Simon.
I think he's a bit
Better player.
You said that he's a better centre forward.
Centre-half.
A better centre
No, I'm
forward.
going to say on that,
I'd
Simon.
rather-
this.
would you rather have
Don't
Kane
worry,
or
don't worry
I'd
about
rather
people's
Kane, but-
comments.
No, I know, but I'm just wanting to get my point out there because they were saying he's playing right wing now in the Euros.
You're justifying yourselves about your friendship with Capaldi. Don't need to justify yourself about your friendship with your Instagram followers. We don't care. We're here to make an opinion.
No, but I'm saying I think Bale's better than Kane.
What did the
Centre forward.
Capaldi think?
He thinks Bale as well.
What did you think?
So, do you drink Kane?
I'd have Kane, but people say he's the best number 9 in the world, and for me, no chance. Lewandowski.
Aye.
Lewandowski.
Makes
yeah.
it-
He's got everything.
Aye.
I love Bale for you.
Bale's, he's frightening.
Why does he not just do that? Why can he not just be arsed all the time?
Do you think that's just unbelievable? But
That he just
to be
turns it on
that
when he
good,
wants.
like, you'd think to be that good, you need to be at it all the time. But just like whenever he wants to do it, he turns it on.
Yeah.
Aye, he is amazing. Like he's not been at the top of the level he's been at, being average.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Remember his overhead kick in the Champions League final?
That's what I mean. And yet,
Playing up front.
the Real Madrid fans didn't like him.
I know.
That's a disgrace, mate, and booing him.
I'm sure he scored over. I'm sure he scored over 100 goals for Real Madrid.
I know,
Yeah.
but
In a world
he wasn't good enough.
No.
Yeah.
Can I ask?
Do you like Wales?
Wales.
No, I mean the two Wales that are up and go, him and Jim Johnson.
He loves the good Hearts men. Leigh.
Oh, I forgot that wee rivalry there. Ah.
What's he got to say?
Rivalry. I'm not bothered.
No, I'm not bored either. I fucking hate Hibs. Right, anyway, what's the
Can I
next
ask
topic?
something, Simon? Seeing that
Go get
Scot-
personal here, Paul.
Go deep.
Well,
Go
Drop the
deep.
tone
Get into
down.
the question.
Drop your tone down a wee bit. I love it when you go
Hold up
quiet.
for the Euros.
I love it when you go quiet.
And I don't want to put you in a position here, right, mate, but do you feel you deserved a place in the squad?
No.
Did you know, mate? No.
Because I thought it would have been unfair. Obviously, from a selfish point of view, you want to go.
Yeah.
But you look at the boys that are in the squad now, the strikers, they've played all season. And I've known for one reason or another, people say I wasn't fit, blah, blah, blah. I'm not having that. But they played the full season.
Yeah.
So what you're
Done-
saying
done
was
well
you were fit enough. You just didn't play enough games to deserve.
Yeah.
And that's fair play for him, for being honest.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely think that had he got more games towards the end of a season that Celtic didn't perform, I think he maybe would have gave himself a chance.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. When you look at it, you can't argue with what he's saying. And it's great points. I think that's honest.
By Charlie makes a great point as well, saying 10, 15 minutes, even that Czech
I
game.
know, I'd agree with you, Simon.
He comes on, mate, the whole place gets a lift.
Yep. I think Czech Republic, we're 2-0 down and we're actually creating quite a few chances. And we've got Lyndon Dykes and we've got Che Adams. Wouldn't say they're 20, 30 goals a season, guys, but they're
natural
good players,
finishers,
no
yeah.
natural finishers. If one of their chances falls to Griff or whatever in the box, you get a goal back, you're thinking, we'll go and get a draw here, or we might go on. But then again, we could say the same, why they don't put Nisbet on?
Yeah.
Because he's a box, like in the box finisher,
Yeah.
but
That's what I need to ask him though, because I know you said you feel like you maybe didn't deserve, but did you think because of these things there was a wee chance that you still would go?
Aye, obviously there's a bit in your mind you're thinking, right, there might be a chance you can sneak in because it got added to 26.
Yeah.
You're thinking, right, there is a slight chance, but like I say, I wouldn't have warranted a place in the squad. I think I would have been taking it away from someone who's worked hard all season, thinking they're going to get in the squad.
So when
And
do you
then
find out you're not on it?
I found out about an hour before. I got a text message on my phone. I just stared at my phone for about 10 minutes and didn't know what to open it.
Did you kind of know what it was going to be?
No, I'd literally, the guy, head of communications, it just came up message and I'm like, I don't open this. I feel sick to my stomach. And I opened it and said, obviously, you're unfortunately not on the squad, blah, blah, and a couple of days and then messaged the gaffer and said, look, disappointed not being in the squad, but all the best and I'll be rooting, cheering for the boys back home.
one of the texts where you've not seen your missus for 2 days and she texts you saying, phone me ASAP, that kind of text,
Yeah.
want to open it?
I'm thinking, what have I done?
Aye, what have I done?
What have I done?
That feeling is horrible, isn't it?
Aye.
I know that feeling.
But see that, when people are saying, right, and when people are saying about, listen, with Scotland have got there and qualified, so let's just
Enjoy it. No,
No,
we need that.
I
We need to
hate
change
that.
our mentality,
Yeah,
Paul,
you
don't you?
can't just go and
I
hang
get
your numbers.
that if your players are hopeless.
Yeah, but we've
We've
not
got
yet.
good players, and
Great
see when
point.
we've got good players like that, there's no point in going. Do you know what you may as well do with that mentality? Don't even turn up.
Yeah.
Do you know, I hate that mentality. It's not, that isn't a real. People say like with the enjoyment factor. No, it's no.
That was Cal Naismith's shout, wasn't it? Just enjoy it. That's.
I think Cal was what he was meaning was he's like people then start criticising the
Criticising it,
players.
aye.
But what we're saying is with that squad of players, we can go through that group.
Yeah.
And then look, Wales went to the semi-finals, so why can we not do it? So no, listen, we need to go the night, try get something with it, and then we're back right in it, Simon.
Oh, please, man. Come on, boys. Come on, do
See,
it
at the
for
end of
us.
the day, a draw's not the worst result tonight.
No,
We're
a
still
draw
in
would
there.
be brilliant.
We're still
I
in
mean,
it.
we're
Draw would
talking
be
about winning the
brilliant.
game. Let's be realistic here. The realistic thing is more chance of getting a draw, and we get a draw. We've got all to play for in the final game.
That's it. Right, Griff, still determined to play for your country again, though, mate? Huh?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Obviously, just need to get back to club level, find a bit of form, score goals, and then hopefully I'm back in the squad. World Cup we look forward to next year, and we'll see where it goes.
Perfect. Right, Grosvenor Sports, your decision game. Slaney's actually ahead in the little runt O'Hara.
Little meatball head.
To be fair, we were on Zoom one the other day.
I don't care what anybody says, and this will be he's a really good guy, isn't he?
He's funny, isn't he?
He's a funny guy. He plays the sort of pantomime villain with Scotland, doesn't he? But he actually does, see when you talk to him, he actually does like Scotland.
Yeah. And you know he's a good guy when Alan Brazil takes him out every day. If Brazil wouldn't take an arsehole.
He's been to me for fucking 2 years at Wolves, I can't.
Did he know that? Oh, well, here we go.
What is that?
He speak to me at Wolves for 2 years, I can't.
What does he know?
No, I don't fuck.
So he is him.
He's a wank. Nah, he's a good lad. I think he came in, obviously, we signed him for Wolves and he was brilliant when he came. I'm sure one of his best goals he scored for us was against West Brom, free kick at the Hawthorns. Wow, incredible. One day I left foot.
Maybe he's just putting an act.
Maybe he just didn't like me, I don't know.
I think they do it.
Not a lot of people do.
Simon Jordan's changed his tune as well now, because he used to come for Scotland, and I think they've realised the
passion in Scotland.
Scottish fans aren't the same as any other fans.
No,
Don't just say
different,
things and then
you get away with it.
They come right
You
on
get
you
roasted,
and they do not
as we know
every week. Aye, and they don't stop. And I've noticed Jordan backtracking. I've noticed O'Hara backtracking. You've said what you've said, now deal with it.
Correct, Paul. So you're beating him 15-13 so far. There's a forfeit at the end of the tournament. If Slaney beats him, he gets to take O'Hara's missus out. Have you seen her on Instagram?
Unreal.
Oh, she's an angel.
She's
an angel. And if O'Hara wins, he's taking Susan Slaney out for a meal. Frankie and Bennett's.
My
It's
dad's
her
going to be
favourite.
in the table beside him, isn't he?
Has George been the waiter?
Aye.
How's he going to serve him food when his sleeves are fucking so long?
So here how you play. You can get involved in the free-to-play game at home as well for a chance to win big money.
Big money.
No big money for him, but big money for us.
Huge.
Huge money. It's a simple yes or no game. 5,000 will be won in the 4th round, as well as an overall leaderboard prize of
£10,000.
Woo! Deadline to enter is 8 PM Friday. Everyone who gets 6 or more right also gets a £10 free bet. Go to gsport.com/open go to play. Leigh Griffiths will be at the live show tonight.
And it's all Scotland.
No club chat, no
Nah.
cheering or booing. Everyone that comes to SWG3 today, we have got a duty to get behind the boys, the nation.
We're on it together, see for this nonsense boot, get it.
I know, we've got the fans singing Andy Halliday. The least we can do is get the fans singing for Leigh Griffiths. Come on.
Lads, I love you.
Well
Looking
done.
forward to
Season
tonight.
8, boys.
Brilliant, lads.